day you were going to live. It's like, if you just kind of sort of knew that, if something was like, you know what, this is it, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow. I was thinking about it this morning as I was in my meditation, and at that point, nothing would matter, right? But, everything would matter, you know? So as I was kind of looking back, I saw some things like, when I was a little kid, when I was in high school, I used to get Track and Field News, a running magazine. And I lived out in West Texas. There was no trees, you could see to the end of the earth, and real dusty, very windy. And I'd ride my motorcycle out about, 5 miles outside of town, where we had our mailbox for some reason outside by some land we had. And that's where my job would be to go get the mail and to check on our dog. We had a dog that was like a guard dog out there. It was kind of a strange way to live. But one day I got a Track and Field News magazine, and on the cover had Alberto Salazar and Henry Rono, two great runners, one from the University of Oregon, one from Washington State. And they were running, and it was green everywhere, and there was evergreen trees everywhere, whatever kind of trees those were. But they were the evergreen trees, the forest. And I thought, I'm going to live up there. I'm going to live up in Seattle or somewhere up there, Oregon or something. And I just, I was like, I'm going to do that. And then I kind of put it on hold, didn't think about it, and ended up in San Diego. And there I was in San Diego, and I loved the Pacific Northwest, but I didn't get up there much at all back a long time ago. But I remember running across 4th Avenue from Balboa Park to my house, which was a beautiful spot in Mission Hills. But in one instant, I had just been introduced to a lot of just the beginning of craniosacral therapy, the energy medicine stuff. And it's very light touch, seems very woo-woo, seems like, what is this? Can this possibly do anything? I didn't really think it was valid. I thought, this isn't very scientific. But I had a thought as I was running, is like, oh, this would be really cool to do this energy medicine, this craniosacral stuff with runners. That'd be cool. It just kind of popped in out of the blue, and I'm like, I let it go and I didn't think about it again. And then, even years before that, when I was running 70 to 100 plus miles a week in college, I just wanted to keep running, and I didn't want to go to medical school. I knew that would end my running career. And so I looked into physical therapy, and in an instant, just volunteering for about an hour, I thought, oh, this could be a good job. Let me run. So in an instant, I just had this idea that, okay, I'll do this. And it wasn't like I was going into it to be a great physical therapist. I just wanted to keep running. But as I look back over my life, the trail, it's like, oh man, it was all like set up, like perfectly, all the pieces, parts, pieces, people, skills, talents, ideas, they were magically showing up. And it's continuing to do that now. I'm seeing some more stuff come in. So when you look back on your life, I wonder what you might see, like how it's been set up to get you where you are today. And some of the things that seem as challenges, maybe they're, the training, sculpting you to be what you're here to be. So I think one of the things that I was really trying to do, the big thing underneath all that, was I had a really weird anxiety thing, severe anxiety, and my hands would sweat like crazy, and my body would sweat, and I was just like miserable unless I was running a lot of miles. But when I wasn't running, I was activated very easily. And I think, I had this like God question thing, like, just fix this one thing, please. Because I didn't want to be some 80-year-old guy still dealing with this. And it was affecting my relationships. Like, I couldn't hold hands with a girl without sweating all over, and handshakes, business things, and just like life. And I think the whole thing was because I really wanted to fix this thing, this anxiety thing, this sweaty hand thing. And miraculously enough, I was led to trainings and teachings and healings and work that now that's my work, is to help people solve these kind of things and chronic conditions of all sorts. And it just, looking back at the trail, is like, oh my goodness, it was all set up like this. So as I was, I just finishing up a 30 sessions and 30-day thing with a great group of people on the internet. And it's going to continue. And I was, the origin of that was, I thought, what did I do to get rid of anxiety and to clear up this sweaty hand thing and to live a different life? And one of the things I did was I got lots of treatment. So I set these 30 sessions up to over a month to do that and to help people really get all the pieces that I used. And it's not open yet for the next go around, but it will be pretty soon. And I've got all the stuff that I used to get rid of my anxiety, the sweaty hand things, so that it's no longer mine. It's like gone, really gone, been gone for years and years and years, and a lot of miracles along the way. So I wanted to tell you about that. And just if you're dealing with anxiety or sweaty hands, or know somebody that's dealing with a lot of anxiety, you might want to check into it. And if you want information about when it's released, it'll be another week or so. And you can go to ralphhavens.com/end anxiety forever. ralphhavens.com/end anxiety forever. There'll be an email list to get on, and I'll send you stuff. I'll give you all sorts of other cool stuff along the way before I send it. But right now, what I'm just having you check in on is like, is there something in that anxiety or sweaty hand thing that you would like to shift? And if there is, let me know, and I'll send you a bunch of cool stuff. All right, everybody. Until next time, let's get out there and live. Let's really live. Bye now.